You guys, we have got to talk about the situation going on between Mikayla and Trisha, as Mikayla was not happy after she heard about what Trisha was saying about her on her podcast. Except everyone has been trying to tell Mikayla that Trisha was actually kind of like defending her on the podcast, but still Mikayla felt like she was hated by Trisha Paytas and was feeling very uncomfortable because she bought tickets to Trisha's show. It's turned into a whole thing. Trisha has since responded, and we're going to break down everything that is being said right now. To break down the specifics, this week, Mikayla opened up about what happened last year. She had been posting videos alluding to the fact that she was struggling with something, but people were not sure exactly what it was.
Transparently, this has been me the last few days. I'm not in a good place, and I've just been rotting in bed and eating my feelings. Because your girl is mentally ill right now. It's not funny.
There was speculation around if it had to do with her husband Cody or not, because he wasn't really in her content, but people didn't know for sure. Well, this week, Mikayla actually opened up and she admitted that, in fact, it was something surrounding her husband Cody, and in a Get Ready With Me video, she talked about how he was actually currently in rehab and that he was an addict, and she's been having to deal with this behind the scenes. Now, though people were quick to show support in her bravery sharing this, people did note that she definitely didn't need to share this much about her husband online, and that people were only speculating about what was going on in her life because she was making content hinting at something going on, which sparked curiosity. Now, I do think Mikayla's defense in all of this, and like her posting those videos where she was eating in bed and talking about how it was, hard to get up and that she was dealing with stuff, was because she needed to make some sort of content online, and that was just the content that she was going to post because this is her job and she needed to show up for work, and technically making videos is her work. And she didn't really feel like getting glam and like doing a Get Ready With Me video, so those were the videos that we were getting at that time. Now, Trisha covered the topic on her Just Trish podcast, and Oscar pointed out that Mikayla had seemingly taken this opportunity of sharing this about her husband as an opportunity to plug her new skincare brand, POV, as she was using the products with the logos facing the camera, all while opening up about what was going on, which didn't sit right with him.
Finally opening up about Cody on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I did actually comment this on TikTok. I rarely comment on current events live because I'm like, oh, we'll talk about hot topics, but I did feel for her.
Yeah, me
I
too.
watched it. Yeah.
She talked about how Cody had to go to rehab. I sympathize. I totally sympathize, and but it is the only off-putting thing was waiting until you have the skincare line and then doing the Get Ready With Me, and then using your own products, and then making sure the label of your products is front and center. It wasn't even I could tell it was purposeful that the label of her products was literally centered, because it's a spherical thing. It could be tilted a little bit, but she made sure the label was not covered at all and facing the camera.
Yes.
And it was so right in my face. That's literally the first thing I noticed was her using her own products.
Like the Kardashians with McDonald's and stuff when it's in your face, the product placement. That's interesting. I think lesson rule number 101, if you're trying to come across sincere, is don't have any product, don't be promoting something, don't have it be sponsored.
Yeah.
I think that's usually a good rule of thumb. I know whenever I talk about something serious, it's let me make sure there's nothing that could be no merch. Okay, because I wear my own merch. I'm
product placement was just off-putting, talking about something that is so serious. I think also because Mikayla is someone who is very influencer, she is a stereotypical influencer, so it would have been nice to have a genuine connection with her where it was no other things
they
going
couldn't
on.
see the products in there.
Yeah, because she's known for taking opportunities to hawk a product.
Yeah,
so to see her not hawk a product would have been
okay.
even
I haven't
more
seen that take.
refreshing.
Trisha did agree that showing off her brand or trying to promote her brand at a time like this wasn't the best look, but did feel like Mikayla does get unnecessary amount of hate at times.
General theme, right? Is you never know what people are going through, obviously, but then she does get a lot of people who just hate her, and it's hate her just to hate her.
Yeah,
I do get that.
That's sad.
But then there is, if you do troll a little bit too, then aren't you kind of inviting some of that in? That was my only pause. I was well, you did really go hard making us all think something was wrong, you were getting a divorce or something. Because as a passive Mikayla viewer, I never would have thought anything if she wasn't sitting there making the TikToks alone in bed being sad.
Right. Because we talked about her and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. When I see like influencers get hate and it's like kind of like silly hate because it's like, yeah, she like trolls, but it's like, is that serious? You know what I mean? Like you said, compared to like the Paul brothers, something like that. It's like, it is crazy that the girls get, because I know Remy, she hasn't made one. Remy Jo Bader hasn't made one in a while either too. It's like how they get like so much hate for something that's like overall not serious. Like understand why people are upset, especially if you're like a follower or fan, but it's like overall like not that serious.
That's true.
And people go hard. Like they are like unfollow, can't stand her, like how turn against her. Like damn, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
She's always been a businesswoman, and she never was like that influencer that you get to know like on a personal level.
I think people disagree. I think they think they know her.
She always been like, it's business, you know, and I'm gonna sell you something, and I'm here to sell something.
But she
and,
talks about her personal life, like
but like let's say, okay, she knows she has a big story. She's gonna talk about him. It's gonna get millions of views. I'm gonna put my product in there. Like everything goes around. What am I selling today? And you know, is it the sponsor post? Is it my product? Is it?
That might be a hot take.
She never came across as somebody that connects to her fans on a very personal level.
I really thought she did, but I know what you're saying because a lot of people agree with you.
Mikayla ended up seeing the podcast and posted it to her Instagram story, really upset that it seemed Trisha wasn't a fan of hers and that they had covered her talking about Cody like this. And she said that she has been a huge fan of Trisha forever and that she even bought tickets to see Trisha live and that she's supposed to go to the Boston show, but she felt like Trisha hated her or something after seeing this and she was just crushed.
Yo, my day just got ruined. Can I rant for like 2 seconds? Okay, I grew up a huge fan of Trisha Paytas. Like, huge fan, okay? I've been with Trisha since she started on YouTube. And I have tickets to see her show next week in Boston. And I'm like so fucking excited. I just saw her take on my situation with Cody on her podcast. And it crushed my soul. It crushed my idol mega fan soul. And now I'm like, do I go to the show? I don't think she likes me. My hat's beating out of my chest right now. I don't know what to do. Her take was obviously an opinion. Everyone has them, but the take sucked. That they think that way, and yeah, ruined my day.
She then posted follow-up videos on her story responding to some responses that she was getting after having posted this, as people were telling her that it didn't seem like Trisha was really the one that was coming down on her too hard and that she was mildly kind of defending Mikayla in this conversation.
Okay, I'm reading my DMs. There seems to be a perspective that Oscar is the one who doesn't like me, and that Trisha was kind of just, you know, going along with the conversation. Why do I want to cry right now? I'm like really emotional over this situation. I don't know how to feel, bro. I liked Moses's, I liked his tidbits. I've had these tickets for months, guys. It's not like she's gonna give a about me in the audience, but like it's just looking at, like, the thought of like looking at her and like knowing she don't like me.
This quickly spread around online, and Trisha ended up coming out to respond to Mikayla and tell her that she was sorry that she was feeling this way about the podcast and honestly didn't think that she was going to see it, but she said that she has always liked Mikayla, has always supported her, and she didn't want Mikayla to think otherwise.
I've always been a Mikayla fan. I've always had Mikayla's back through every scandal, and I think I even said in the podcast, like, in the grand scheme of things, the stuff that Mikayla gets canceled for is just like so unserious. Like, it's so unserious, right? Like, you think of all these men that we just like let pass for all like really serious shit, and you know, Mikayla's cancellations are just not serious. I've always had her back. See Mikayla crying over something that I have done or said makes me really, really sad. And if I can correct it, I will, because one, she was saying a lot of people said don't look at this kind of stuff, people have hot takes and stuff like that, and in my head, right, she doesn't see it, she doesn't look at it. Of course, I realize I have a podcast and I realize people watch it and we are mutuals and I love her. I've DM'd her. I really, really do like her. So I'm so sorry that you like even saw that, because like it is something you shouldn't have to hear, especially dealing with this kind of bullshit. You know, it's something that was like a hot topic and we like talked about it, and like, so sorry you heard it, so sorry you heard it, and so sorry if you thought that I even like contributed to any sort of pain, or if I did contribute, not even if you thought, if I did contribute to any kind of pain, you're crying because of something I said, and that is like not who I am at all anymore, especially about another female, but especially a younger female influencer.
She continued on by saying that she wants Mikayla to still come to her show, hang backstage, come on her podcast. She did not want Mikayla to feel like she hated her, because she was saying that was just simply not the case. Mikayla later ended up deleting her stories about Trisha, as it seemed it was pretty resolved, but people certainly had their thoughts on the whole thing, commenting on Trisha's video saying, hot take, Mikayla has a very hard time taking people's opinions on topics she shares. She isn't obligated to share to the public. She blocks everyone for this. Nah, your original take was right. She should have done a separate video from her skincare while her man struggles lonely nights in that facility. Trisha wasn't mean to Mikayla at all. Oscar brought up the obvious product placement in her video, but he wasn't wrong. I do think though that had Mikayla done this get ready with me video and used alternative products other than her own to get ready, people would also be calling her out for that too though, saying that she's always promoting something and then doesn't actually use what she's promoting, and definitely would have clocked her for using a different skincare product other than her own to get ready when she's trying to push and sell hers. People would be like, if you're not using it, then why would I buy it? So I feel like it would have started like a whole other drama had those products not been in the video. Maybe the labels faced the cameras on purpose, maybe not, who knows. But had she really tried to capitalize and promo her brand while talking about a topic that she knew would blow up, because she had been kind of alluding to this for a couple months now, I mean, that's obviously not the best look given the subject here. It's obviously not confirmed, but people are speculating that, and that's what Trisha and Oscar and Moses were speculating on in that podcast. Obviously, she could have done the video in a different style. She didn't need to do a get ready with me video. She could have done anything else. She could have just sat there and said what was going on, but she chose not to, which has obviously led to the speculation of, you know, was she just saying this story and telling everyone, finally opening up about it because her brand is launched and she wanted to promo her products at the same time. When it comes to Mikayla, it's always just somehow a mess. I said it in my last video that Mikayla coming out and talking about Cody and being open about this was not something that she had to do, but I did commend her for coming out and opening up about this, because she does get a lot of backlash and she obviously was going to hear it in some way, shape, or form about her coming out and being open about this. And if this was something that she wanted to share, then, you know, this is something that she wanted to share. And I don't think that, you know, she should be criticized for sharing this online. This is definitely something that is like raw and real that's going on with her life. But the delivery of how she decided to share this information certainly has been a cause for speculation. But in regards to the whole Trisha thing, I am a little confused, like what clips were she seeing of this? Because really, like, Trisha wasn't saying anything too negative about her in this for her to have like come out and like basically say that she felt like Trisha hated her. I feel like maybe after some people were like, I mean, it was really Oscar that was like talking about you, that she decided to like go back and like watch for real maybe. But this was certainly definitely an awkward situation. But that is what Mikayla had to say in response to Trisha. I certainly want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.